Peter Moller, the Chief Designer and Consultant at the Lifestyle Solutions Centre here in Bundaberg, and we are putting together quite a few videos now to give you a bit of an insight into the type of work that we can provide to assist you in the landscaping, entertaining area, construction, pools, water features, irrigation systems. There's a vast range of services that we can assist you with. So I guess the first question you're going to ask me is, where does it all start? Well, we provide a service that is one-on-one, and what I mean by that is that we actually will deal with one client at a time. We're not going to sit there with 20 clients running around the showroom. We'll sit down and go through the plans that you have for the project, listen to your ideas, put together some suggestions of how you'd like to see the landscaping or the pool, or whatever the challenge you put in front of us. Okay, so let's go a little bit deeper now. The first thing we'll require is a plan locating your house on the block. So that will be generally provided by the builder, or if it's a home that's been built for a few years, you may have it hidden away in your cupboard somewhere. We can take that file electronically, so PDF files are fine, CAD files are okay as well. That way we can draw up your plans to scale so that we know that everything is going to fit into the project. We don't want to go and design something and find out that it's not as wide as we anticipated. It's so important to get this right. That way we can make sure your pool's going to fit in the area, that you have enough room in your entertaining area for a table and chairs, lazy boys, anything that you desire. It just has to be 100% spot on, otherwise it's going to cause trouble down the track, and we don't need that. It's important to have your soil test ready too. Soil tests are required by the engineers to provide us with the information needed once you start putting these things together. Next we need to look at all these services in the area, so we'll be looking to see whether we have some sewer lines, power lines, water feed, stormwater, and all those type of things in this area. Again, this can cause dramas down the track if it's not sorted out right from the start. Also, access into the site is a critical factor. If we have to come in through an adjoining lot, we need the assistance of a resident that joins your property, one of your neighbours. It's important to get those people on site so that the work can proceed without hassles as we proceed. Okay, so now it's time to start and put pencil to paper. We've sat down, we've got all the components we need to make it all work. We need to now look at the themes for the landscaping, themes for the pool. This has to be coincided with the styles you've already chosen for the home, so that it looks like it's part of the home. We don't want it to look like it's added on. It needs to walk out the back or the front, wherever the project is, and know that it's a flow-on effect from the original part of the project. Or alternatively, if you're building a new home, we need to know the texture of the home, as in whether it's a rendered finish or a block wall or whatever the style you've chosen. We need to know colours of the roof, pitch of the roof, all those type of things, so that we can make it 100% flow through, so that you're absolutely delighted with the finish. Okay, so that's all the foundation work completed now. Now really comes the fun stuff. Setting out the landscape, setting out the pool to achieve something that's really something a little bit different. You don't want to have the same thing as the Joe Blow down the road. You really want to have something that looks smart, that you can be proud of to show your friends and next time they come over. So that part is really interesting to me because it's so easy to do once you've got all those components in place. I may need to bring back 2 or 3 different ideas so that you can have a look at them and see how they fit with your thinking. The whole time is a consultative process, so that completely in touch with how I'm thinking, and I can gauge how you're feeling too about the ideas we're bringing together. Okay, let's move on to the landscaping. It's a side of the projects that really interest me because a lot of times the plants chosen in the landscape can have a detrimental effect on the overall appeal. And with I must be close to 40 years experience now. I've really grown up in the nursery industry, so it's a place that's close to my heart, and it's always great to see the new species of plants that are coming out, which we keep abreast of all the time, so that we know that we're working with the most suitable plants for any given project. So let's look at plant species. When we start looking at plant species, you have to consider the foliage. Do you require large foliage? Do you require small foliage, especially around a swimming pool? Do you want a modern look using yuccas and agaves, that type of thing? Or are you looking for native plants? We're using Grevilleas, Melaleucas, Callistemons. There's a vast array of plants that you can choose in any given theme that you choose, and that's where I really have some expertise, and I'm happy to share with you any thoughts that you may have. Okay, so you can see there's a lot to think of, and it's important to know that you have the confidence in the contractor that you choose, so that they have all the experience required to fulfil such a project. There's a lot to know, there's a lot to think about, there's a lot to coordinate, and it's imperative that all these things are taken into account so that your project is completed exactly how you'd like it, and I know we can do that for you. Okay, so we've just about put all the components together. We have a project to a stage now where we're all ready to go and do some estimating to see what the project investment was required. And that's about where we'll leave it this time. Next time we'll be talking a little bit more about what happens during the project, and things that you might need to know about, likely delays that are possible during projects through selection of pavers, tiles and that type of thing. So I look forward to catching you next time.